Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Gordon Chesapeake here. Hope you're doing well. So in this video we're going to continue looking into Firebase integration with our Expo app. In the previous video we looked at the React Native Firebase library, and I did a full 1.5 hour video on how you can integrate this library with your Expo app. And so in this video we're gonna continue, and we're gonna talk about forgot password and also sending email verification to your users. So in the previous video we also did authentication. So there are two main things about authentication that we didn't cover. One was forgot password, and also if you want to verify your users have actual email. So before getting into code, we want to make some changes to our Firebase console. That's where we set up what's about to be sent to the users via email. So when you do forgot password, or you're sending email verification to the users so that they click on a link and verify their email address, most of the data is coming through the Firebase console. So we're gonna go take a look at those right now. In your Firebase console, this link console, firebase.google.com, click on your project, and this is what we built in the previous video. So if you don't know how this is here, just go check that video out. Under authentication over here, which should be, if it's not there in the shortcuts, it's under build over here, authentication. You can click on that, and this is where you see the users that have signed up for your application, and we saw that in the previous video. And there is also this templates section over here where you set up your template emails that you send to your users, whether it's for email address verification or resetting their password, and also a bunch of other things. So just clicking on this email address verification, you can see that it's just set to a very basic email. You can customize it as well, obviously. So I'm just going to click on this one over here, and then you can see that there is that email, the domain of the email. Obviously, if you want to customize it, you can customize it. Probably you need to also kind of do some DNS stuff on your website as well, on your domain. But here we're gonna keep it simple, so you can change the sender name here. For example, you can put your own name. So this one is gonna be Gordon, and then from is gonna be like support at React Native Journey. This is the name of the project, rn-journey.rnf, and this is something I mentioned in the last video when I was creating this project, that some of these things that you see here, you cannot really update them. So it's going to be kind of like what you connected to the name that you picked for your app, and that's what's happening here as well. Good thing is that they give you this reply to option. So since this is not a real email address, you could have left it as no reply, and then like you would add reply to here. This would be like your actual email address. So I would, for example, be like React Native Journey at gmail.com. So that's like the reply to email. And then there is this subject line over here, verify your email for app name. And you see this app name is referred to in a lot of places. In the message over here, you can see that you cannot change this template, the display name, link, everything. The app name is already there. and then there will be this link that they click on it, and then they verify their email address. The app name, though, since you can change it, there is another way to update that name actually. So right now I'm okay with this template. I'm gonna save it, and then for the password reset you can do the same thing as well, so I'm not gonna go over that. This one you can actually update the message that you will send for the password reset, so feel free to do so over here. And by the way, you can customize these action URLs as well, so that you'll send them to a page that you have on your website, and then you can basically do the logic for password reset or email address verification on your own if needed. But email address verification, probably I'll stick with this. Password reset, if you really have strict options on your password creation. For example, it has to have these many numbers and letters and so on and so forth. This URL that Firebase gives you really only I think needs 6 or 7 characters minimum, and then other than that it doesn't have any rules for the password. So if that's fine with you, just like keep it as it is. Obviously it depends on your application. So that's for password reset as well. And lastly, one thing I wanted to talk about was the app name, and that basically is set over here in the project settings, and there is a project name over here. This is what shows up here. So if I go and change this to React Native Firebase tutorial, that's gonna change the name here, and of course that's the name of the application that we have over here. The ID though never changes because that's obviously unique, so I'm gonna go back to project settings, and that's the project ID that we selected originally based on the project name, or you could have changed it as well. The public facing name is the app name that will show up in your template. So over here you can go and change it to your app name. So React Native Journey, for example, it's my application name. I save it here, and then in the templates that I have, instead of app name, that is what's going to show up. So again, it's going to be project settings, the public facing name. So this is what's gonna replace your app name. So with that, we have done everything that we need to do in the Firebase console, and we just need to add a little bit of more code to what we have from the previous video to kind of send that verification email after they sign up, and also send the password reset email when they click on a forgot password and provide their email. So let's do that now. Alright, before we get to the code, I have to make an announcement that I'm actually moving from the default view of VS Code to a more customized view. So up here in the menu, if you click on view and then appearance, I'm going to move the primary sidebar to the right, and I'm going to do the panel position or activity bar position to top as well. So you can see that my activity bar is here and my folders and files are in the right now. So that's the move that I have decided to make as of today. Alright, great. Now let's go back to the code. This is the final code we had from the previous video with all the React Native Firebase setup and also implementing authentication. You can see under app directory we're using Expo Router, so we have all our protected routes and also sign in and sign up over here. We're using Expo development builds, Expo Dev Client, so I'm going to start my server using npx expo start --dev client. Might have said one extra dash there, but anyways, so start the server. I already have my build from EAS downloaded, and it's over here, and we talked about all these in the previous video, so go check that out. And now I'm gonna hit I key over here on my terminal. It's gonna open my app, and once that's ready, we're gonna see that we are actually in the sign-in screen as expected. We don't have any users, so I can go to authentication over here, users, no users, and we are going to start from creating an account. We did this last time, so one thing that we are going to add to this is sending email verification. So how that works is that in my sign up tsx file, my sign up text, which is here, I have this handle sign up which is connected to the sign up button. When email and password is there, click on this, and then that's going to trigger this function. I'm going to use the create user with email and password over here. And after that's created successfully, I am going to access to the user credentials from the callback function. And then over here, I'm going to say my user equals to user credentials dot user. That's what I get from this. And then I can do a user dot send email verification, and then I can do my callback again over here. And once that is done, I am going to redirect to the root folder. Once it's signed, I have created the user, and it will automatically sign them in, and then I will replace my route, my root directory, my root screen, which is the layout inside this protected over here. Because right here, this layout, as we saw previously, is just adding this slot over here, which will go and take a look at this one over here. Anyway, if you don't know what these are, go back and check that last video. So I've done this over here. We could also do a catch for this as well. So I'm going to do a dot catch, and then I'll do an E, and then over here I'm just gonna console dot error my E, and you can also obviously add an alert over here. So I'm going to do an alert. This time the problem is because of the send email verification. So email verification would not be sent. So you could do that, would not be sent. And then of course in your application, always until your user is verified, make sure to have a banner on the top that allows them to do the email verification again in case they didn't receive the email, it went to spam or something went wrong, they put the wrong email here. Anyways, just make sure that you give them the option to verify their email inside the application after they signed in as well. And then you can get rid of that like maybe little top bar, kind of like an alert or something up here, and then get rid of that once they have verified their email. And we will see that as well, how we can identify if they have verified their email. So with that, this is the logic for email verification, sending that. And so I'm going to save it over here. So once they create the email, then they will also get create the account. They will also get the email from Firebase console. So over here, we're gonna have to enter a valid email because we expect to receive a verification email. I'm going to use this email that I have, and then for the password, obviously I'm just going to do something simple to remember, and then I will hit sign up over here. If everything goes properly, you'll see user account created and signed in, and I also am logging the user information in the protected route in my bottom navigation and my sidebar, the Expo Router routing that we have in place. So you can see that the display name is null because we didn't add anything. That's the email that we used, and the email verified is false. So we can see that clearly here. Now I'm gonna go to my email and check the email that I received. So here's the email that I got, and look at what it looks like. So in my templates for email verification, I had sender name as Gordon, and then from support I reply to this, and then the subject is verify your email for app name. So it's gonna say verify your email for React Native Journey, which is the app name that we selected over here, the public facing name. So everything is as we have set it up. You'll go here, this is support at React Native Journey and being sent to me, and so we need to click on this link, and then that's going to tell you that your email has been verified. Now if I go back over here and let's refresh, and now I should see that the email verified is hopefully true. It's gonna take a little bit, so let's wait a few seconds, and then let's do it now. And yes, you can see that the email verified is true now. So that's how you can determine if your user has verified their email. You can, when you log them in, every time you can check that, and if it's not true, you can show a banner up here, and then clicking on a resend email, you can also do the same logic over here to send email verification again to them, and then they can verify that. So that's all about sending email verification. The next thing we're gonna do is to implement reset, password reset. So let's do that now. Alright, I'm going to sign out. So we have the sign out button here. Again, we implemented sign out as well in the previous video, so that's going to sign us out. And now I only have sign in and sign up pages, so I'm going to add another page over here. So right under my app directory, I'm going to add forgot password.tsx. This is gonna be my page, and for that I'm going to copy all I had from my sign in page. So copy that, paste it over here. I'm going to change the name to forgot password, and then everything else we don't need password anymore, so we just need the email field. So I'm going to get rid of password. We'll come back to this in a little bit. Handle sign in is going to be handle forgot password, and then this is gonna be the exact function that we call when we hit that button. And the button, instead of sign in, it's gonna say let's do submit, and then we don't need the sign up here. We can actually do back to sign in instead, back to login, and then this will be the sign in page. So I'll show you soon how it will look like, but basically we have the sign in page. Instead of create an account, we are saying back to login, and then we don't need the password field either. So that should be good. For the forgot password, it's again very simple. All you need to do is to call the auth dot, this time it's gonna be reset send password reset email, and that only needs your entered email. So you only need an email for this one. And then once that's done, you can actually send an alert to them. So here I'm copy and pasting that. Alert email sent. Please check your email for a link to reset your password. So that's really it. So we should be good. Let's save this, but we need to have a way to access this. So inside my sign in, right above create an account, I'm gonna add another button, which is going to be forgot password, and then that's going to take me to forgot password page. We're using Expo Router, so very easily you can use router.push to navigate between these routes. I'm going to save this one. As soon as I save it, you'll see the forgot password. So I go to forgot password. This is what we just coded in this forgot that password file. You can see I have an email. I can go back to login with sign in or login page. I can create an account. If I don't have an account, if I already have an account, I'll go to sign in. So this is the authentication logic that you see in almost all applications. So in the sign in page, I have this forgot password as well. So I'm going to click on that, and I have already implemented the logic. So send reset password email. So let's say I forgot the password that I used to sign up for my account, and I'm going to just paste that over here again. So that's my account email that I used. Submit, and then email sent. Okay, so you can actually do a router push to go back to the sign in, or you can just leave it to the user to go back to the login page, like I did over here, going back to my email. This was the email that we set up for forget password template, so I didn't change anything here. So you're gonna see that it is coming from no reply, reset your password for React Native app journey. So everything again is going to be as you set it up over here in the templates. So for reset, since this is what just the bare bones that Firebase provides, it's just gonna ask me to add my new password. So I think if I do like 1 2 3 4 5, it probably may throw an error. Yeah, so that's the only validation rule that they have here. It should be more than 6 letters, so I can do something better, and then save it, and then that should be good. Password has changed, so I can go back here and give it a couple seconds. This shouldn't take so long, so I'm just going to again bring my email over here, click sign in here, and then you can see that's actually working now. So I have a user account signed in, and I have email verified true as well, as expected, because I already did that before. But that's how the reset password works. So not so complicated. A couple of different methods on this auth module that we get from React Native Firebase, and so that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this video as well. Make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.